I'm Megan, and welcome to Yoga Stretches for Beginners, Sequence 1. For the practice today, you'll just need a few things. A strap or a belt, 2 blocks, or if you don't have blocks, you can use 2 books, 2 hardcover books of similar size and shape, and optional, a blanket and a pillow for later. So first we want to find ourselves in a comfortable seated position. So you can leave your legs crossed or straight out in front of you, placing hands on top of the knees, lengthening and straightening the back, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, the jaw, the eyes, centering yourself on the mat and in this space. Taking this time to focus on the breath. Trying to stay present. If you find your mind wandering, just go back to the breath. And begin to deepen the breath. Inhaling for 3 and exhaling for 3. Feeling the chest rise with every inhale and fall with every exhale. And releasing your chin to your chest, begin to roll the head. Other side. Remembering to make this practice your own. Feel free to skip any positions and take as many breaks as you'd like. Then begin to roll the shoulders. And releasing your shoulders down. We're going to reach out with the right arm, taking the left hand and gently pushing back on the right fingertips. Exhale, release, straightening the left arm, taking the right hand, gently pushing back on the left fingertips. And gently circling the wrists. We're going to place our hands on top of the knees. Inhale as you lift the chest, lifting the shoulders, and exhale, closing the shoulder blades, lowering down. Inhale as you lift the chest, lifting the shoulders. Exhale, closing the shoulder blades, lowering down. And just continue moving in a circular motion to the breath. And exhale, releasing shoulders down. Inhale as you lift the arms up, interlacing the fingers, bringing the palms to face the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders. And inhale as you lift the chest up. Exhale, slowly leaning to your right. Inhale back to center, relaxing the shoulders, lifting the chest. Exhale, leaning to your left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, releasing hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, lifting and opening the chest. And exhale, leaning forward, lowering the head. Arms extended behind you, stopping wherever you're comfortable. Letting the head hang. Holding for deep breaths. Inhale, back to center, lifting up the chest. And we're going to release the hands behind us onto the fingertips, opening the chest here, taking nice deep breaths. Returning back to center. We're going to inhale the arms up, but this time placing hands in prayer. And exhale, bringing hands down to the chest. And closing your eyes. Taking this time to think of an intention for your practice today. An intention can be a dedication, a goal, something you'd like to let go of, or just the things you're grateful for. And gently opening the eyes. We're going to slowly release the hands, not moving them, placing your hands right down in front of you. So you'll notice that your fingers are slightly spread. And that's the way we want them whenever they're on the mat. So when we place our hands in prayer, they just naturally separate. So just taking a mental screenshot here of your hands. And now we're going to move into tabletop position. So for tabletop position, our knees and our feet are hip distance apart. Your toes can be tucked or flat, whatever's comfortable for you. Wrists are under the shoulders and our fingers are slightly apart, pointing to the top of the mat and really gripping the mat with your finger pads and the entire palm. It takes less pressure off from the wrists. And now we're going to do cat-cow, which is a really nice stretch here for the spine. Inhale as you open the chest, looking up. Exhale, bringing chin to chest, curving the back to the ceiling. Inhale, opening the chest, looking up, curving the back to the mat. And exhale, bringing chin to chest, curving the back to the ceiling. Continue moving to the breath. And exhale, returning to tabletop, flat back. We're going to inhale as we lift that right arm up, looking up at the right fingertips. And exhale, releasing the right arm behind the left wrist, lowering the right shoulder down to the mat, right ear down to the mat. Taking deep breaths here. You can keep that left hand where it is, or you can place the left hand on the lower back. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, returning to tabletop. And inhale as you lift the left arm up, looking up at the left fingertips. And exhale, releasing the left hand behind the right wrist. Left shoulder to the mat, left ear to the mat. Keeping the right hand where it is, or you can place it on the lower back. Taking nice deep breaths. And inhale as you lift the left arm up. Exhale, tabletop. And from here, we're going to walk our palms forward, lowering the chest, placing the forehead down to the mat. So you want to keep your arms straight, curling your fingers as far as they'll go, lifting up to the fingertips, Keeping the hips up. Taking nice long deep breaths. And slowly walking the palms back to tabletop position. So checking that your wrists are under the shoulders, fingers slightly spread, pointing to the top of the mat, really gripping the mat with your finger pads. And checking that knees and feet are hip distance apart, and tucking your toes here if they're not already tucked. On the next inhale, we're going to lift up to downward dog position. When you're ready, inhale as you lift the hips up high, pushing back on the heels, bringing the head between the elbows. So our arms are straight, our back is flat, but your knees can be bent here, especially in the beginning. And just start to pedal the feet, lifting the right foot, the left foot. And I'm going to slowly walk the feet forward. Try to keep the head low if you can. Placing your feet hip distance apart and parallel. Knees are bent, head is hanging. Placing hands on your elbows as you gently sway from side to side. Exhale, releasing hands to the sides of the feet. On the next inhale, we're going to slowly lift to a standing position. Inhale, lifting the chest, opening up the arms, placing hands above the head in prayer. Exhale, bringing hands to chest, and gently pressing the palms together, relaxing the shoulders and the face, taking deep breaths. And releasing your hands. We're going to use our blocks or our books here. I'll use books so you can see what I'm going to do with them. We're going to place our blocks or books at either the sides of your feet or just in front of the feet. So whichever is comfortable for you. I like the sides of my feet. And we want to place them shoulder distance apart. And whenever our feet are on the mat, we want the feet hip distance apart and parallel. So checking the feet. When you're ready, inhale as you lift the arms up, placing hands in prayer. We're going to do 2 sun salutations here. Exhale, opening the arms, lowering the chest, bending the knees. Placing hands on your blocks or books. Knees are bent, head is hanging. Inhale as you straighten the legs, flattening the back. Now, if the blocks are not giving you enough height here, you can place hands on the hips. Exhale, bending the knees, lowering the head. We'll do one more. Inhale, straightening the legs, flattening the back. Exhale, bending the knees, lowering the head. Moving your books to the side, placing hands at the sides of the feet. We're going to step the right foot back in lunge. Whenever we're doing lunge, it's really important to make sure that the knee is in line with the ankle. Feeling balanced when you're ready, you're going to step the left foot back to downward dog, hips up high. On the exhale, we're going to move into plank pose. So exhale as you lower the hips, bringing the shoulders above the wrists. Keeping that core strong. Releasing, knees, chest, chin, down to the mat. Just taking a breath. So we're going to do a baby cobra here. Untucking the toes so your feet are flat. We're going to bring the elbows to the chest, fingers are slightly spread. On the inhale, we're going to lift the chest and the wrist gently up off the mat. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Exhale, releasing down. We'll do one more. When you're ready, inhale, lift. And exhale, releasing down. Moving into child's pose, we're going to inhale as we lift the chest up. Exhale, sitting back on the heels, arms extended, forehead on the mat. This should feel comfortable. If it doesn't, you can open up the knees a little bit wider. And inhale, lifting the hips back up to tabletop. So placing your wrists back under the shoulders, fingers slightly spread, gripping the mat. Knees and feet hip distance apart, your toes are tucked. On the next inhale, we're gonna lift up, downward dog position. Inhale, lifting the hips up, pushing back on the heels, bringing the head between the elbows. Downward dog. So remember your knees can be bent here, but arms are straight, back is flat. On the next inhale, I'm gonna lift the heels up onto my toes. When you're ready, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. I'm going to slowly walk to the top of my mat, trying to keep my head low. Placing my feet hip distance apart in parallel. Sitting up, I'll use blocks this time, but feel free to continue using your blocks. Placing your blocks shoulder distance apart, so you can keep them at a high level or a low level, whatever's comfortable for you. Knees are bent, head is hanging. Inhale as you straighten the legs, flattening the back. Exhale, bending the knees, lowering the head. One more. Inhale, straightening the legs, flattening the back. And exhale, bending the knees, lowering the head. On the next inhale, slowly lifting to standing position. Inhale, lifting the chest, opening up the arms, placing hands up in prayer. Exhale, bringing hands to chest. And relaxing your shoulders, your face, closing the eyes, going back to the breath. And from here, we're going to inhale as we lift the arms up, interlacing the fingers, bringing the palms to face the ceiling. Relaxing the shoulders. And inhale as you lift the chest up, exhale, leaning to your right. Inhale back to center, relaxing the shoulders, lifting the chest. Exhale, leaning to your left. Inhale back to center. And exhale, releasing hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. We're going to inhale as we lift and open the chest, looking up. And exhale as you lean forward, bending the knees, lowering the head, arms extended behind you. Just letting the head hang here, no tension on the neck. Inhale, slowly lifting up the chest. And exhale, releasing your hands and just rolling head, shoulders. Checking that the feet are hip distance apart in parallel. Doing one more sun salutation. We're going to inhale the arms up, placing hands in prayer. And exhale, opening up the arms, bending the knees, lowering the chest. Placing hands on your blocks, knees are bent, head is hanging. Inhale as you straighten the legs, flattening the back. Exhale, bending the knees, lowering the head. We'll do one more. Inhale, straightening the legs, flattening the back, and don't forget you can place hands on the hips. Exhale, bending the knees, lowering the head. We're going to place our blocks to the side, hands at the sides of the feet. We're going to step the left foot back this time. Lunge, checking that that right knee is in line with the ankle. Feeling balanced, we're going to step the right foot back, downward dog. When you're ready, inhale, right foot back, hips up. Moving into plank. Exhale, lowering the hips, chest over the hands. Line up the shoulders and the wrists. Releasing, knees, chest, chin. Lowering down to the mat. Taking a breath. We'll do another baby cobra. So untucking the toes, feet are flat. Bringing the elbows to the chest, fingers slightly spread. When you're ready, inhale as you lift the chest and the wrists up off the mat. Exhale, releasing down. One more. Inhale, lifting up the chest and the wrists. Exhale, releasing down. Moving into child's pose. Inhale the chest up and exhale, sitting back on the heels. You can keep the arms extended above the head, or you can place hands behind you on the soles of your feet, whatever's comfortable. And also feel free to open up those knees a little wider if you'd like. Making yourself comfortable. Taking this time to rest, going back to your intention. And inhale as you lift the chest up, sitting back on the heels. You're just going to roll head, shoulders, doing any stretch your body needs. You can circle the wrists. And you're going to swing your legs forward, keeping that belt or strap handy. So we're going to inhale as we bend this right knee, opening up the hip, bringing the right foot to the inside of that left thigh, keeping that left leg straight out in front of us. So we're going to take this strap here, holding the center of the strap with our hands. We're going to inhale as we lift the chest up, lifting up high. Exhale, leaning forward. So we're going to place the strap on the ball of that left foot and just stopping here wherever you're comfortable, or you can go a little lower. Or you can keep that chest up high, doing whatever's comfortable for you, holding for deep breaths. And inhale, back to center. We're going to straighten that right leg. Inhale the left leg in, bending that left knee. Exhale, opening the hip. Bringing the left foot to the inside of that right thigh, keeping that right leg straight out in front of you. Taking our strap again. We're going to inhale, lifting up the chest, nice and high. Exhale, leaning forward. Placing the strap on the ball of that right foot. Stopping wherever you're comfortable, keeping the head low or opening up the chest, doing whatever's comfortable for you. And inhale, lifting the chest back up, straightening the left leg. So we're going to do one more with both legs straight. When you're ready, inhale, lifting up the chest, lifting the arms nice and high, keeping that back straight here. And on the exhale, slowly leaning forward, placing the strap on the balls of the feet, keeping that head low or up. And inhale, back to center. And placing that strap to the side, and again, just rolling head, shoulders. You can just shake the legs here. And now we're going to be laying down on the mat. But before we do that, you might want to put on socks or a sweatshirt. If If you do have a pillow handy, you might want to place your pillow here to support the head. And also with your books or blocks, we're going to place them in the middle of the mat on the outside. So wiggling your hips to the center, we're going to exhale, lowering the back down. And you can keep your knees bent or straight, whatever's comfortable for you. Placing your arms by your side, palms facing the ceiling, shoulders back, chest open, eyes are closed. Checking back in with the breath, checking in with the body, seeing how you feel. And inhale the knees to the chest, or wrapping your arms around them, or just cupping the tops of the knees. And keeping that right knee on top of the chest, you're going to lower the left leg straight down the mat. Placing both hands on top of that right knee, bringing it in close. Nice deep breaths. Keeping that right hand on top of the right knee, but releasing the left arm down to your side. Taking a deep inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to slowly open the hip, moving that right knee to the right. So you can use your block here, playing around, to support that right leg. Taking deep breaths. Inhale that right knee back to center, and exhale, lowering it down. Taking deep breaths. Inhale the left knee to the chest, placing your hands on top of that left knee, bringing it close. Keeping the left hand on top of the left knee, but releasing that right arm down to your side. Inhale, bringing the knee close, and exhale, slowly opening the hip, moving that left knee to the left, using that block or book to support it. And inhale the left knee back to the chest, and exhale, releasing it down. And now preparing for Savasana, relaxation. You want to make yourself extra comfortable. So again, feel free to put on socks or a sweatshirt or a blanket on top of you, making yourself as comfortable as possible. Placing your arms back at your sides. Your palms can face the mat or the ceiling, whatever's comfortable for you. Keeping the shoulders back, chest open, closing the eyes, and just allowing yourself to completely relax down on the mat. Relaxing the toes, the feet, and the ankles. Relaxing the calves, the knees, and the thighs. Relaxing your fingers, your wrists, your arms, and your shoulders. Sinking deeper into the mat. Relaxing your neck, your head, your jaw, your eyes. Taking this time to just be still, mind and body. Bring awareness back to the body. Begin to deepen the breath. You can wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, circling the wrists and the ankles in nice gentle movements. Inhale as you lift the arms up above the head, and exhale, lowering them down to the ground, reaching up with the fingers, down with the toes, taking one last long, nice stretch. Inhaling the knees to the chest, wrapping your arms around them, or just cupping the tops of the knees. Staying still or gently rocking from side to side. And then releasing your knees to the side, letting them rest on that block in the fetal position. Moving slowly when you're ready. Inhale as you gently lift yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Placing hands in prayer and closing this class with Namaste. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you back on the mat again soon.